he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the back. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They'll go with a direct snap. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense putting points on the board.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Morton. The throw to the outside is complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Morton. Looking for the goal line. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Snap it to the back. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know if anybody saw this happening. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing it. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass rush, making life really hard on him. But they've got no points, and it's not a surprise. I mean, they thought they would be able to find some explosive plays throwing it early. That has not been the case.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Pocket breaking down. He'll get rid of it. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the tight end outside. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Bachmeier. He's got it on the run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
On first and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Morton. Unleashes one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Douglas. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, looking to pass. Steps away to find some room. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Sticky. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Handoff from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. These corners backing off a bit. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hagan. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Corner's going to give them room. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. He's got him in the flat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pushes toward the goal line. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Extending the play. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Hard running there. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. BYU lines up quickly.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hagan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the...
He's looking deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Here comes the heat. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, BYU! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Get it out on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it from the gun. Quick step and go. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll line up to go for 2. To throw, it's Morton. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Direct snap. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Makes a man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ryan. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run the toss. Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the kicker will try to add a little cushion to this late lead. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college